Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys the weekly soul connection reading. And so this is going to be for today's date, which is Monday, July 6th, going all the way until Sunday, July 12th. So soul connection, this could be anyone, somebody that you feel a very strong soul bond with. Twin flame, soulmate, however you resonate with this person. We're not going to be focusing on any labels today. We're just going to be focusing on the energies between you and them. So I'll be referring to you, the viewer, as you, and your person as them or your person. So my reading today is going to be based on those that are experiencing some sort of a separation with your person or a challenge. So as usual, take what resonates and get rid of what doesn't. As I shuffle each deck that I'm using here in today's reading, I'll let you guys know what it is, and everything will be listed down below. Because I'm using so many different decks here today, I'm going to run out of room in my description box. So what I'm going to do is I am using several different decks, but they're from some of the same creators. So for instance, if I'm using decks from, let's see, Angelic Revelation 144, I'm using quite a few of her decks today. I'm just going to be putting Angelic Revelation 144 decks and then a link to her site so you guys can check out all her decks. It'll just be easier for me to do that. I'm going to also do that with all of my decks here today because I believe I'm using all of my decks. So if you guys are interested in purchasing any of my decks, if you're within the USA, they will be available for purchase on my website. But if you're international, please email me and my team will send you a special link to order. Today's Orgonite, we're going to be using this cute little mermaid tail from my friend Michelle from Wing and Bell. So if you're interested in any of her Orgonites, you guys can go ahead and check the link below. So I wanted to go ahead and really tap into, before we get started, I have created an outline here today, before we get started, to really go into the lunar eclipse that just took place yesterday. So I want to see how this lunar eclipse has affected the connection, what was perhaps brought up for you and your person during this eclipse. And this is in relation, of course, to each other. That's what we're focusing on here today. So let's do that. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into these three decks here today, In the Shadows from All Things Intuitive, Reclaim Your Power from Anthea Spark, and The Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aqua Moonlight. So let's take a look and get the energies of your person first. What kind of shifts, maybe even revelations, what things came up for your person in relation to you during this lunar eclipse? What came up for them? Okay, so we have some sort of fantasy. So they could have had a dream. They could have had some sort of fantasy about you. They could have imagined you, really thought about you during the lunar eclipse. I don't know why I said solar. Lunar eclipse. So that's very, very interesting that comes up here. So let's get another card. What were they imagining? What were they thinking about, dreaming about? We have strength. This is Leo's energy. So it could be, on the bottom of the deck, you guys, I've got Twin Flame Awakening. So there could have been some sort of an awakening or a shift. We definitely have you on their mind during that period of time. But the month of August really comes through here. Number 8, August. Also, August is Leo's month. So the sign of Leo here. But what is the Strength card? The Strength card is all about patience. It's all about restraining. It's about waiting for the correct time, maybe pulling yourself back. And it takes a lot of strength in order to reserve your strength. So I feel like your person has a really strong desire because they are really thinking about you and they're having a lot of dreams, and a lot of this energy is getting quite intense for them. And it could be that through these eclipses, and I did say solar, but then I corrected myself and said lunar. I do feel perhaps that this person has had some sort of significant shifts throughout this lunar eclipse season. And I feel like it was a part of their awakening process about your connection and just about their journey, their spiritual journey as a whole. So let's go ahead and get a card from this deck, In the Shadows. Next time, I will listen to my intuition. So first of all, the fact that we have that word next time. Next time means that obviously the time before, perhaps they did not listen to their intuition. They didn't do what their higher self knew was either the best thing to do. Maybe they were careless. Maybe they did something that just wasn't really who they were, and they weren't listening to their intuition. Sometimes the Strength card, Leo, can represent our ego side. And so it could be that they were making decisions perhaps in the past. And the only reason I'm saying the past is because it says next time. So this really tells me that there may be some past situation that they're reflecting on. So next time they're going to listen to their intuition. They may have been ruled by some sort of ego-driven feeling, or maybe a decision that they made that was coming straight from ego. And instead of being patient and instead of holding back, they may have jumped the gun and just did something without really thinking about it. So they really thought about this. They really imagined something. They've been dreaming about something, and they've been fantasizing, I feel, about a different outcome than the two of you experienced. So this came up for them during the lunar eclipse. That's very interesting, right? So let's go ahead and see what came up for you in relation to this person. Wow, look at that, you guys. We have second chance. So it kind of seems like the two of you are actually on the same page, because you guys are really both thinking about one another. But you perhaps are really thinking about an opportunity, what it would be like to be with this person again. Maybe even making some sort of plans in your life right now to carve out that space for this to happen. Maybe even imagining what it would be like in order to make amends. And there could be something on your end that you need to make amends for, of course. It doesn't have to be all this person. So let's go ahead and get another card here. Okay, so we have High Priestess. So what's really cool is that we have two cards that say intuition. I really feel like you guys are thinking about each other, and it's in your it's like your higher selves. On the bottom of the deck, you guys, I have manifesting dreams, Goddess of Power. I want to say that if you're a feminine watching this video, and I associate lunar cycles to the feminine, that during this either eclipse season or just during this lunar eclipse, you may have sent out some sort of telepathy. And what it did is it actually influenced this person's dreams, and it influenced what they were thinking, because we can clearly see that they're thinking about you. So you, Divine Feminine, if you're a Divine Feminine watching this video, you have done something here within your own self and has sent out some sort of, or you have sent out some sort of vibration to either your masculine or this person, whoever's watching the video. And you've done this because you're very in tune with yourself. And maybe you want this person to know that you forgive them. Maybe it took all this time for you to finally get to that point within yourself, that you forgive this person and you want to let them know that. So intuitively, you're letting them know that. Intuitively, you're letting them know perhaps that it's okay to come back and make amends and have that second chance with you. Wow. I focused on you instead of dealing with my pain. Wow. So to me, this is telling me that whoever's watching this video, you really have finally come full circle with whatever healing that you've needed to do. You realize perhaps that when you met this person, maybe you focused solely on them instead of dealing with any kind of issues that maybe you had. Maybe you put a lot of your issues or expectations on them. And that could have added to the demise or the challenges of your situation. It does take two to tango. Sometimes we have issues without even realizing it. Sometimes we put a lot of pressure. Sometimes we can become very codependent and needy on another person to experience happiness. And when other people feel that you are doing that, that can sometimes turn people off and make them want to run away, because nobody wants to be responsible for someone else's happiness. It's not healthy, for one, but it's a lot of pressure, and you're usually going to let somebody down. Sorry, you guys. Indy and the kitten are playing. So yeah, that right there is you've done the work, and now you're feeling good. And it might be that now that you're feeling so good, that you would like this person to come back. You'd like a second chance to have another go around in this connection, to perhaps show this person that you've changed. Show this person that you're a healthier version of yourself. Maybe you're feeling up to it now. So you're sending out some sort of vibe, some sort of telepathic vibe to this person with just the shifts that you've gone through energetically. So you might not even be purposely sending anything out, but your spirit, your vibration has changed, has shifted, is like activating your person to go through some sort of an awakening, which is why we had that twin flame awakening on the bottom of the deck. So this lunar eclipse, you guys, has been very powerful. Very, very powerful. I'm just getting this entire eclipse season. It's like, but yesterday I feel was like full circle for you, and maybe the last puzzle piece of this awakening process for your person. Very cool. All right, you guys. So let's now go ahead and move on to the next portion of the reading. We're going to go into what is the most important thing that Spirit wants you to know at this time about your connection. We're going to go into the Love Compass Oracle. We're also going to go into my Arrows of Love Oracle and the Love and Tragedy Oracle. So we're going to grab 3 cards, and then we're just going to kind of build some messages here. So what are the 3 topics that are most important that Spirit wants to communicate with the viewer today? We have new love. So this to me is like a new love cycle, perhaps. We have reconciliation. And we have quality time. Wow. Okay. So this new love, it says this is a new passionate beginning with a soulmate or divine partner or twin flame, which obviously if you're watching this video, you feel a divine connection with this person. It says a new relationship or connection could be manifesting. This could be a relationship going to the next level or a reigniting of passion. I mean, that's what just came up here. This is like you guys have come full circle, and now we're at some sort of new level in this connection. This may pertain to a friendship turning into even love. So some of you guys, this may be someone that you have not been able to successfully give it that chance to even get to that romantic stage that you have wanted all along. So whoever's watching this video, it's either going to resonate or it won't. We also now have reconciliation. So this is about people that you guys have already been with. This is this person. This is a coming together with someone and working on whatever has torn you apart. This could be a past connection. This person is praying for a new beginning with you. Be willing to give this relationship or connection a second chance. Oh my God. Hello. I just love it. It says, this may pertain to an apology or compromise. Third message, more quality time is needed with this person. Put forth extra energy and effort into this relationship. Make time for dates and fun. Reignite the passion. Take the initiative. Try surprising them with a romantic gesture. This may pertain to being more present in a relationship or needing more family time. So this is the deal. In order for your connection to build up to the next level, there will need to be some sort of time that is effort and time that is made. We can want reconciliation. We can want this second chance all day long, but if we don't put any effort towards it, it can't be. So someone does have to push forward to make this reconciliation happen. And I'm not instructing anyone today unless you feel guided and you were looking for a sign to reach out to your person. But someone is definitely going to have to make or take the initiative in order to make this happen. So this is something that people are contemplating. People are contemplating this energy. So we're going to just fan these out. I'm going to put these over here. We're going to go through them in just a second. Let's see what we need to know about new love. Okay, so we have heart storm. So this is the deal. After this heart storm, okay? After this heart storm, this is about a new cycle in this connection. There's been a lot of tears here, a lot of blues in this heart, this love. We have strength and weaknesses. So the thing is, the fact that we already had this coming up for your person, the strength card, not an accident at all. Because of course the strength, when it comes to these types of connections, can represent the masculine and feminine. It's just that in this card, there was only a lion, so I didn't really say anything about it. But this card does show this masculine and feminine energy. There is a beautiful balancing out, these two people being together. It's like they're better together than apart. And even though being apart and in separation has served a very valuable lesson and purpose, these two are better together than apart. I'm going to read this card as best as I can. The print on here is hard for me to see sometimes. It says, he rests his head in her lap so that for a moment she could stroke his mane. She knows what he needs that moment, where she becomes his strength and his weakness, and that he is safe to be all things with her. Oh, it's so beautiful. With you, they feel they are strong and can be safe to express vulnerability. You are their strength and their weakness. So I feel like your person has really restrained themselves for a while from you in this connection. They may not have liked the fact that they either felt weak in your presence. They might have felt really strong and felt really good about themselves, but that also made them feel like they needed you, or that might made them feel like they could become codependent on you. And that may have scared this person. So I feel like what Spirit wants you to know is that your person has definitely battled within themselves this feeling of feeling safe in your arms, but also feeling weak at the same time. They like how they feel in your presence. They feel very strong. They feel at their best in your presence, but it also makes them feel very afraid. And that's where their ego comes in. The ego will come in and destroy things that are good by convincing you that you're weak, or that this is just something that might go away. So it provokes a lot of fear. So I feel like you guys have had to go through this cycle to really get to this point to where you feel like you're not giving so much into the ego. You're not giving so much into those fears about one another. You would rather come together and balance these things out. It's like a nice balance of feminine and masculine energy. It's quite beautiful. So that is what Spirit wants to bring forth at this time about that. So let's now go into reconciliation. What do we need to know about reconciliation? We have, see, love line. It's like the love, the energy in this connection has been revived. Like it's alive again. So whatever you felt was just kind of gone or dead between you and your person, it's like hearts are beating once again. That's why there's this reconciliation in the air. People are feeling something here. Something has been revived. Now, of course, when things are revived, people can start to look at their strengths and their weaknesses. They can really assess where they're at and really, make a judgment call on how they're feeling. And sometimes that can bring up more fear. But I feel like someone is ready to battle the beast within. Oh my God, this can't be more perfect. It's just talking about balance here. All right. So I'm going to read this. Unique balance. There will be a display of a non-traditional balance between two people where one feels submissive and the other as a dominant. It says a special, unique balance of give and take and trust with another to be able to explore each other and be completely open and bare in a way that serves both the mind, body, and soul. Holy smokes, you guys. Seriously. I mean, these two cards really go together. Because the strength to me is about balance of feminine and masculine energies, dominant and submissive energies. And it doesn't mean that one of you is going to be submissive to the other. It's a nice balance. You guys come together. It's a very unique balance between the two of you. You guys are okay in whatever role you decide to take on that works for you. So something is being revived. So I feel like whatever was out of balance before, if your person was fighting this connection, it's being revived once again for them to really come into balance with themselves. And when they're in balance and they're within themselves, they can come into balance within your connection. So let's go ahead and get the last message here, which is that quality time. So there's going to need to be some time and dedication that is made for this connection in order for it to revive and reconcile. It's going to take effort. Oh, wow. Look at this. Casanova. So this doesn't mean that this is someone that you can't trust, because sometimes that Casanova energy can be negative. Somebody just coming in and sweeping you off your feet. What I'm getting here is that there will be some beautiful energies being displayed, someone that's coming in to romance you, to really show you how they feel about you, and it is going to sweep you off your feet. I feel like some of you need that. You need this display of affection from your person. But what I'm also getting is that it's going to take more than just that in order for you to be able to reconcile properly with them. There will need to be some more quality time that's spent, not just this quick sweep you off your feet, tell you a couple of words that make you feel good, and you guys are just back to the old. It's going to take more quality, or it's going to take more effort and time than that. Claim. Okay, so to me, this is somebody that definitely wants to come in and claim this connection. Maybe before someone wasn't sure what they wanted. I feel like now somebody wants to come in and they want to claim you as theirs. They possibly want to sweep you off your feet and display this time, as in they want to spend quality time together. This card signifies someone who feels personal claim upon someone with emotions that they belong or should belong to them, even if only in their mind. This is not a bad or a good card. It is just really depends on the type and a way a person feels claim. So this is just a feeling. This is a feeling that someone has, that they belong with you and you belong with them. Okay, you feel this, your person feels this. That is this energy that's suddenly being revived in this connection, that you guys belong together. There's this sense of belonging. You guys are better together than apart. So this is just radiating really high, this frequency really high in your connection right now. Both people are feeling it, you and them. So it's causing people to really want to give this connection a second chance and really do something with this energy that they're suddenly feeling now. So that's the most important thing that Spirit wants you guys to know at this time for whatever reason. So take it as it resonates. So now we're going to go into the past, present, and future energies of your person towards you. So this might really help you just to kind of see things from their perspective, you know, where they were coming from in the past, what may have been going on that created certain conflicts, or just where a person was at. So we're actually going to be going into 4 different decks here. Places, Faces, and Memories by Sister Moon Tarot. Flaming Roses Tarot by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot, the Divine Dating Lovers Oracle, as well as the Confessions of a Runner by Angelic Revelation 144. So let's go ahead and get some topics. Okay, so when your person in the past, what were their energies towards you in the past? Look at that. Heartbroken. Game over. It's over for now. P.S. They will be back. So this is really displaying perhaps when they ended things with you or you ended things with them. So this tells me here that there was heartbreak. Now, remember, this is about their energy towards you in the past. This did hurt your person to end things with you. Maybe you didn't know that. Maybe you didn't know that your person would be that affected when it came to ending things with you, but they were. Okay? What else comes up for them for the past when they connect to your, or when they were connecting to your energy? Immersed in nature. Okay? The very first feeling that I get with that card is that your connection was so natural. It's a very natural feeling to be with you. Felt really, really good to just be with you. That's why it was so heartbreaking for this person when they ended things or when you ended things with them, because it was very natural. You guys were just immersed in one another. And it could be that it took you by surprise when they ended it or you ended it. Emperor. I feel like this masculine, if this is resonating with you, ended this connection. Okay? Because this says authority, divine masculine, and power. This masculine took that power and ended things with the feminine. And on the bottom of the deck, I have Seven of Swords, dishonesty, and sabotage. So that could be a special message for someone out there, only if it resonates, that there could have been some sort of a dynamic where the masculine lied to the feminine. There could have been some sort of, that could be why there was heartbreak and sadness. This masculine may have done something or said something that really hurt the feminine. He may have ghosted her. I do see the Seven of Swords sometimes as a ghosting card. Somebody just kind of slips away and they don't really explain anything. So that's very heartbreaking. So let's get a confession. You have your shit together. My life is chaos. So it could be, you guys, that this masculine perhaps didn't feel like he had his life together. He could have felt like his life was in total chaos. And maybe some of you knew that. Maybe some of you did not. But regardless, it made him feel like you had something together. You knew what you wanted. You were ready for perhaps this connection, a relationship, committing to it. And your masculine was not. So I feel like he did not have authority or power over his own life. So something about his life and his energy being in chaos caused him to perhaps sabotage this connection. So how he felt towards you in this connection in the past, he felt very immersed in this energy. It was very natural to this masculine. But there was something where he felt out of control in his own life. And so he may have ended things. Maybe he said, I need some space. I need a break. Maybe he came back. Maybe he didn't say these things. Maybe he just did it. And just Seven of Swords sabotaged it or just slipped away. So that is what I have for the past when it comes to this person towards you. So now let's take a look and get the energies of present. Where are they at in the present energy with you at this time? So we're going to go into the Flaming Roses Confession by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. We're going to go into the Sacred Healing Journey cards by Angelic Revelation 144. The Yin and Yang Love Oracle by Angelic Revelation 144. And another Jennifer Aquarius Tarot, Sacred Elements of the Soul Oracle. All right, so let's just take a look and see what's going on in their present energy towards you, the viewer. We have healthy and we have cleanse. The first thing that I get when I pick up that card is that they want to be a healthier version of themselves. They want to be at their best. when either they decide to reach out to you, make contact with you, etc. They might also feel at their best, like I said, and I picked up on this before, when they're with you. So they're thinking of that person that they desire to be with when they want to be at their best, and that is you. Okay, so the secret admirer. You don't know that your person wants you. You don't know that your person feels this way. I mean, obviously through this reading or other readings, or maybe even personal readings that you've got, it's been confirmed that they do secretly want to be with you, but they're not making that known to you. Your person could also be watching you from afar. If you have social media and this person has social media, it could be that they are somehow looking at your social media, just kind of checking in to see what you're doing, how you're doing. They could also see that you're doing really well with that healthy cleanse card. You're doing really well at this present time. And that's something that they're seeing. And I also have success on the bottom, like you're doing really well. You're doing really well at this time, and they see this. Fleeting passion, okay? So to me, this is someone where they feel that intense energy with you, and they might, sorry, I just moved the camera. They might feel that passion with you, and then it's like something happens and it just kind of goes away. Fleeting. They feel it, feels intense, and then something happens. So let's just see if this card might explain why. I may not be, see, this is why. I may not be good enough for you. You seem to have high standards. Wow. Okay, so this just goes to prove with what just came up. Your person sees you as very healthy, doing really well. And again, bottom of the deck. I don't know why I looked at it, but I did. They see you in a state of victory and success, recognition. You're doing really well. So they're looking at you. We know this. And they're kind of feeling like, I don't know if I am good enough for you now. I may not be what you want anymore. You seem to have high standards. You might be exuding some sort of philosophy or saying things on your social media that causes this person to think that perhaps maybe they don't stand a chance with you. So that's only going to resonate for some of you out there. And that is, of course, if you even have social media. Some of you guys may not have it, so don't take that message. But that to me is telling me that's why this passion is fleeting. They feel passion for you, but something kind of like is like a buzzkill for them. And their buzzkill is their ego. So they want you. They secretly desire you, but then they see something and it causes them to feel not worthy. Wow. So I kind of feel, you guys, that that's not going to resonate for everybody out there. So I do feel like I need to do another round here just in case. So if this resonated with you, great. This could too, or this could just resonate instead of that. I don't know. I just feel guided to do it. So let's see. Let's get another round here for the viewer for present energies, what your person is presently feeling towards you. Okay, so we do have whirlwind emotions, and that makes sense to me because of this lunar eclipse that just came through. We know that your person has been in their imagination about you, feeling things about you in this connection, so that makes sense. They feel the disconnect. They feel like it's like they really, really feel the disconnect now with you. They really feel that energy that it's over, that they haven't seen you or spoke to you in a while. They're finally feeling this energy. They might even also feel that you've finally disconnected from them. And what I mean by that is that you finally move forward. You've worked on yourself. Remember the beginning of the reading. You've come full circle in your healing. And you may want to share or have an opportunity and for a second chance to share this new version of yourself with this person, but you're not necessarily in that stage of, I absolutely need it. You're very empowered in your energy. So when you're empowered in your energy and you take your power back, this person feels the disconnect. They feel it energetically. That's why it causes a whirlwind of emotions for them. If you've been holding on and just putting a lot of emotional investment into this connection and constantly feeling it every single day and just swarming with energy, it's like you're taking on all of the energy of the connection. When you disconnect from it and focus on other things, it literally kind of the wire, it's like the power of everything that you were holding on to suddenly goes to that other person. That's why usually when you let someone go in a healthy way, they feel it. So that's what's happening here, you guys. They're feeling your disconnect. They're feeling you empower yourself. And what's it causing them? It's causing them to really think about how there was this big disappointment in love, whether it's you've disappointed them or they've disappointed you. It really causes them to feel very sad. So right now they're feeling sad and disappointed. They might even feel regretful that they let you go, that they somehow blew it. That's why we've got the emotional whirlwind. You made me realize that I had flaws. I'm trying to do better now. So this is the thing. Maybe you're the first person to ever just finally let this person go. Maybe you disconnected from them. You walked away from them. You weren't going to put up with their shit anymore. So it took you to make them realize by stepping away from them and really letting them go and not putting up with their crap, to realize that they had some growing and some changing for the better for themselves to do. So I'm trying to do better now. This person looks at you and they may respect you and see you as somebody who is really quite ascended here. On the bottom of the deck, I have, just know that I am sorry. So I feel like your person wants to apologize for something. They feel bad about something. They feel like they've disappointed you. And they may just see this version of you now and not feel good enough for you. So I hope that those messages resonated for you guys, either one or both. So let's take a look at future energy. So what's a projected future energy of how they may feel about you in the future? Okay, so I'm moving the camera on accident. I'm so sorry, you guys. Let me just refocus that. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go across the table over here. Okay, which ones did I want to use? Okay. So Flaming Rose, Hidden Truths Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. That is Soul Lovers and Separation by Angelic Revelation 144. That's When Spirit Speaks by Medium on a Mission. And this is Truth Rising by Fire Witch Tarot. Okay, so let's take a look and see future energies that this person might be in towards you moving forward. We have Fall. So there could be something significant when it comes to your connection that is related to fall or autumn. So this is future. So if you guys, no matter where you're at in the world, I don't think it's fall. So it's either summer or winter, I believe. So this could be speaking of course, this particular time. Two-faced energy. Interesting. Let's see what else. The X Factor. On the bottom of the deck, I have Lustful Vampire, Sexual Drainage. Just felt like looking at that. And let's get the words here. I believe the best is yet to come. Keep praying, stay positive, and keep believing in us. Okay, so what I'm seeing here in the future is perhaps this either apology or explanation as to what happened in the past. Because we have the X. I feel like somebody is going to explain to you that one of the reasons why they couldn't either show up completely for your connection is because they were still caught up with an ex or a toxic person. And it doesn't necessarily indicate to me that they had to have been seeing this person or even speaking to this person, but it could be that they were still affected by an ex-lover. They were affected. So what this did ultimately is that caused them to either be two-faced with you as in two different people. You may have thought you were getting involved with somebody that was very much, open to the connection. They may have made you believe in some sort of way that they were ready when they were not. There could have been some people around them that were two-faced that created issues. So I feel like this is a conversation. This is an explanation and a conversation in the future that this person wants to have with you. You could have met them in the fall or autumn, or this could be happening in the fall or autumn. Because remember, this is a projected possible future. And so this card says, I believe the best is yet to come. Keep praying, staying positive, and keep believing in us. So this person is basically saying that they're a better version of themselves now. And this is future energy. Like they're saying this to you in the future. It took all of these things for me to finally come into this realization of why this happened. I'm finally able to express myself and basically tell you why I was the way that I was. I finally realized things after all of this time, and I'm sorry. That's why your person is basically saying at the bottom of this deck, which I happen to take a look at, is that just know that I'm sorry for these things that have happened here. That's why I feel like this is an apology in the future. So the best is yet to come from this from this person, you guys. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you want to put your life on hold to wait for this apology, but I do feel like this person really does want to apologize to you. They really do. I feel like they've also fallen into themselves. I also feel like they have fallen into certain traps, like their own traps. And so because of this, they realize the pain that they've caused you. I do feel that. But they're going to explain to you some sort of gossip, rumor, two-faced energy, Seven of Swords crap that was related to either a person that they were involved with when they were with you or someone that was still affecting them at that time. Wow. So that is what I have for you guys connected to possible future energies of what may happen in the future with the two of you. I feel like I just repeated that. Okay. So now let's go into where is this contract? So if you feel connected to this person in a deep soul way, which we can clearly see with a lot of the cards that have already come up, that there is indeed a soul connection here. Where is this contract currently? Okay. Where is the contract? So we're going to go into two of my decks, which are the Twin Flame Journey Tarot, Twin Flame Journey Oracle, and from Bridget Rao, we're going to be using her Journey of Love 1 and 2, as well as her Starseed Oracle. Let's see what's going on in this journey, or this contract. Okay, so we have commitment, inner child, and unawakened. What's going on in this contract? So we're going to go ahead and put these over here because I'm just going to use these as little topics. Okay, so I feel like this has something to do with commitment issues. Because of that Knight of Wands energy, to me, the Knight of Wands can be a commitment phobe. We have Atlantis, Past Lives, Crystal Master. And resentment. Please don't give up. Let me back in. So yeah, there's something about, there's something about the past. Obviously, when I see past lives here, I mean, obviously you and this person have probably done past lives together because there is a significant soul connection. But I feel like it has something to do with the past in this particular life. Please don't give up on me. Let me back in. You see, for someone's issues with commitment. I feel like what's happening in the contract right now is that somebody is really thinking about and examining the past. And they're thinking about all the things that their either behavior has caused this connection because of their commitment issues from the past. That is what I'm seeing here. Okay? Because that commitment issue could be one of the reasons why there was a 7 of Swords and some sort of a deception or a sabotaging of this connection, which would, of course, create resentment for the viewer. And also that apology, know that I am sorry. So to me, this is currently being either worked on or already has been cleared from the viewer, because I did see this viewer being in a spot within themselves that perhaps was ready to let this person back in. So your energy is clear and it is emanating to this person that you would give them a second chance, or that you would want to have a second chance to make amends, to see where things would go now that you've changed and that your person perhaps has changed. So that's what's happening in your contract right now. Someone wants to come back. Somebody wants to make amends for the past. Somebody wants to perhaps commit in a way towards this connection that they were unable to commit to before. I also sense that there's a lot of very passionately charged energy here. We did get that fleeting passion from your person. So there is passion here. Someone does have a strong desire to be with you in the physical world, but they are afraid that you won't let them back in because of their issues from the past. That's what I see. So let's go ahead and get this one here, which is called Inner Child. Inner Child, of course, can be about the past, but it can also indicate someone's issues, their family of origin issues, what makes them up as a person in this life because of their upbringing. We have the Ace of Cups. I really like this because, first of all, the Ace of Cups can be an offer. It's someone offering you a cup. But to me, I named this card Love Initiation because this is actually from the divine. It's an initiation into yourself, to heal yourself, to fill your own cup of love, to love yourself enough to where you're able to properly love another. So I feel like this is something that is either being worked on currently or has been completed by at least one person in this connection. Okay, so we have Arcturian, Starseed, Light Codes, Advanced Cellular Clearance. So it says clearance. Something is being cleared here. So you could actually see yourself where this connection could be Starseed energy. But we have light codes. There's some sort of codes and some sort of information, some sort of energy that's being provided to this connection in order to clear things within your own cup, to really heal. So something is definitely being activated right now within this connection to clear it, to help it, to aid, to assist in a high vibrational way. So you're being helped, I feel, by either other star seeds or by this energy from afar, from where you came from. I love this protection. I just want to keep you safe and warm. I feel, though, you guys, that this is actually coming from your people that are, yes, here, but also your people that are not here right now on Earth. Their energy, they're sending you these light codes. They're sending you this energy here to protect you while you're here on Earth. Wow. So I am getting this. I just want to keep you safe and warm. Your people are keeping you safe and warm while you're here, while you're learning here on this planet. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. So now we have this unawakened energy. What is this unawakened energy about? Ten of Cups. So, Ten of Cups is the ultimate happiness card. Like all of your cups are filled. You're just experiencing this total fulfillment, contentment, and joy in your life. Whether it's with family, friends, lovers, marriage, whatever it is, it's just happiness. So I feel you guys that happiness is our birthright. This contentment and joy here on earth is our birthright. It's a state of mind, though. There's lots of things that are going to happen that are going to apparently take away from your happiness. But it is the way that you look at situations that actually creates your Ten of Cups. So that is still perhaps unawakened in the both of you. The both of you may still be unawakened to a point where maybe you are looking at the other for the sense of joy and happiness, which that's kind of a normal human thing to do. But when we're doing it to a point where we can't be happy without another person, that becomes codependent and very attached in an unhealthy way. I'm sorry, attached, if I said that, in an unhealthy way. So this is something where we're being awakened, and I feel like these light codes are being shared with us from where we came from in order to help us to see that our Ten of Cups is actually present right here, right now. It's not something that we even need to search for. It's with us always. But you need to activate this energy within yourself. It's just a shift in your vibration. It's seeing things from a different perspective. So it's about no longer searching for this Ten of Cups outside of yourself. It's within you. This is currently being activated right now. This will help to fully awaken the two of you on your journey within this soul contract. So it might be difficult for somebody to truly be able to see the potential in either this connection or within themselves in this life until they really start to shift this energy within them. Fated. I'm sure this was all meant to be. So this, of course, is fate stepping in and saying this is a fated connection. This is a fated connection. I don't know if I actually, hold on for a second here. Oh, I didn't. I actually didn't draw a card for this one. Just missed that. This is a fated connection, of course. Okay, so we have another starseed. So I know this is a starseed oracle, so that makes sense that there's all these starseed energies here. But this says Atlantis, Arcturian, and Orion starseed. So I don't know a lot about these types of things, you guys, so I'm not going to pretend to know. But yeah, I just wanted to put these out here so you guys could really see if that really resonates with you. But now we have Karmic Contracts, logical. So this to me tells me here that there are other karmic contracts on this journey with other people, either karmic partners. And karmic partners do not have to be romantic. This could be family. I do see Ten of Cups as more of like a family card, but this can also be marriages as well, or children, family, friends even. But there's other contracts that are going to help people to grow and awaken on their journey. And so if the two of you are meant to be together, which we can see that fate is coming in and saying, I'm sure this was a connection that was meant to be. That we do need to fulfill and to continue to fulfill our contracts and learning these karmic lessons and clearing these karmic cycles, before we may actually realize that our Ten of Cups is already with us. It's just a mindset. So something is happening right now with karma clearing contracts, uploads, all kinds of things that are coming to us to help us to clear past energies or past karmic ties with either people or even within each other in order for us to experience this Ten of Cups energy. So it's all up to us when we want to experience it. It depends on how much we're willing to learn and how much we're willing to shift our energy and our vibration and to ascend in this life. That determines Ten of Cups. We're not being punished. We're not being held. This Ten of Cups is not being held from us. We are holding ourselves from our Ten of Cups, you guys. It's not the universe and it's not other people. It is ourselves. So we have to take responsibility for our own happiness in this lifetime. Yes, your person might be fated, as in they are fated to show you something within yourself, to trigger you in some way, and you and them, in order to get to this awakened state. But you have to do the work. Your person isn't going to make it all come together for you. So this is currently happening in this contract. But you guys are both really feeling the vibration of this connection again, because it helps the two of you to push towards this 10 of Cups, because it's that beautiful light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes we need a little bit of a carrot dangling, helping us along the way. And I feel like these types of connections are just that. And that's not all they are. But they're that beautiful inspiration that you may need on your journey to get to that beautiful 10 of Cups. So this person inspires you to do the work, and you inspire them. It's meant to be this way, you guys. So beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to go into what are your person's deepest, either hidden desires or even fears. It could come up either way. So I wanted to go into these decks for this. We've got the Twin Flame Hunger Oracle, Vampire Edition from Fire Witch Tarot. We also have the 50 Shades of Love by Channeling the Venus 222. And we're going to go into also Fire Witch Tarot, which is Opium Twin Flames Tarot. Okay, so let's get into it. What is your person's deepest hidden desires or even fears towards you in this connection right now? We have Playroom. Interesting. So, of course, if you guys are 50 Shades of Grey fans, this could be something significant to you. We have Elevators. Beautiful. And we have Ascension. Oh, I love that. Wow. Okay, so let's get some cards to go with Playroom. Sexual Baptism. Wow. So I feel like what this is pretty much saying right off the bat is that your person has some sort of a fantasy or desire right now to just completely be reborn in some sort of like scenario, like give yourself to them, you give yourself to them, they give themselves to you. And this just creates this room for the two of you to have like this just total dedication to one another. Just this baptism, like total dedication is what I keep getting here to one another. Temperance. Wow. You know, the Temperance is that perfect balance. I heal you, you heal me. I pleasure you, pleasure me. It's that kind of energy. It's give and take. It's very beautiful, very balanced. I give to you, you give to me. So your person has this desire to be with you and only you, and to just completely dedicate themselves to you. It could be, you know, obviously very sexual as well, but they want you to completely give in to them and vice versa. Wow. So that is very, very interesting. We have Elevators. So elevators can, of course, to me, indicate going up, ascension. We have don't detach yourself from me. Wow. So remember earlier, we did see that your person, I feel it was present energy, that they feel you disconnecting from them. So in some sort of way, there is this fear, because remember, these are desires and fears. There could be a fear that you're going to detach yourself from them, or that maybe you already have. And they're starting to feel that. They might even feel that you have already detached yourself and you've already risen above this connection with them. Maybe you've moved on. Maybe they fear you've moved on. So there's that. Princess of Swords, which is like a Page of Swords to me. So Page of Swords Yes, can of course indicate social media for some, as in someone's maybe perhaps taken a look, spying, seeing things that you're doing. So it could be something that they're witnessing, that you're detaching yourselves from them, or that you already have. But the Princess of Swords is somebody who's in their headspace. This is somebody who is thinking in terms of what they want with you, but they're not really making any, they're not taking any action on that. So I feel a little bit of a torturous energy here where they want to move things forward. They want to kind of claim you. We did get that energy claim earlier, but they're having a difficult time trying to figure out how to do it. So now this brings us to Ascension. The time is near. Communication, union, or separation. Well, you guys are already in separation, so I'm getting communication or reconciliation here of this union. So this tells me that your person desires to take things to the next level, and I feel like that's what the elevator really represents, is taking things to the next level. Taking things to the next level. Where do we go from here? Don't detach yourself from me because the time is near. Did I just rhyme? I don't know if that just rhymed and I didn't mean it to, but it sounded like it did. I don't know. See, they're still holding on to you. Your person hasn't let you go. So they are still holding on to you. There's still this energy that they're connected to you. So they don't want you to detach yourselves from them. And just so you guys know, I am not instructing anyone in this video to continue to hold on to this person just because they're either still holding on to you or they desire these things. There is no guarantee that this person will do what they need to do in order to step away from their fear and their ego to make this happen. There are no guarantees in life. These are just the energies of today. We do see that your person is very fleeting in their energy. Some days they feel very strong in their energy towards you, and other days their ego just does a number on them and they even detach themselves, as in, you know what, it probably won't work out anyways because maybe you won't want them, or that you've already moved on, or that they're not good enough for you. So they might sabotage themselves because of their own fears. And so when you're dealing with someone like that, you can't wait years upon years in order for them to get strong enough to figure it out. So that's on the viewer, whether or not you want to continue to wait, or if you want to just continue on with your life. And if this person shows up, fantastic. And if they don't, no time lost on your end. So I just want to make that abundantly clear. I'm not trying to keep anybody stuck on anything. So let's now, with these energies, we're going to put these away. And now we're going to go into what are their biggest regrets and their lessons or karma that they've experienced during the separation between the two of you. So I'm going to go into the other part of the room here because I've got all these cards. Just grab them real quick. Okay, so for this, we're going to go into 3 of my decks, which is the Mystics Midnight Oracle, Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck, and my Dark Night of the Soul Tarot. I wanted to combine from Angelic Revelation 144, the Trapped in Toxicity, a Karmic Tale, making a break for freedom. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what kind of just karma, or what are the regrets that your person has, what kind of lessons that they've had to go through that are connected to you. So this is about anything that happened, any kind of karma that was created within your connection. What has your person gone through and what regrets have they felt? Dull parts, torn to pieces, scattered and discarded. So this is the deal, you guys. If your person basically just, you feel, this is only going to be for some of you. I got to drink some coffee, hold on. If you feel for some of you that your person just discarded you like trash, tore you to shreds, tore you to pieces, discarded you and scattered you like this mannequin, just these doll parts. There is something that has been experienced because of this behavior. Okay, so they've had some sort of an awakening here. I've already seen it a couple of times in the reading. Yes, we did get unawakened, but for me, that unawakened energy was about certain aspects of your journey, but it was for the both of you, not just one. They did get twin flame awakening. They've experienced some sort of shift in their perception. They're seeing things in a whole new light. So I do feel like your person has had to go through some sort of a dark night of the soul, which we're going to be going into this dark night of the soul tarot here, in order to get to this point. So what is this? What was this dark night of the soul in order to get to the light? What does this energy look like? Wow. Okay. Four of sorrow in this deck for me is jade, or Four of Cups, jaded. I do not feel like your person just moved on past you after either discarding your connection. I do not feel like they were able to move forward and share their cup with anybody else in a significant way. They were way too jaded. They were jaded from the very start. When you first met them, they already had that X energy attached to them. So they didn't just all of a sudden become clear and healthy to shine in another connection past yours. It didn't work that way. They continued to be jaded. They continued to move forward perhaps, and they were just still dissatisfied. Whatever they experienced, either in other connections or other even relationships, if they got into any other relationships, they were so jaded. They just were so disconnected with even their emotions. They wouldn't let anyone in. So they continued to go through life with this jaded energy. They continued to, what's the word I'm looking for? Decline offers that came their way. So no one really got in, is my point. No one really got in. And they continued to feel just disappointed in love, disappointed in everything. They just didn't feel fantastic when it came to love. So my point is that this person didn't just run off, discard you, and then get into a better situation. It didn't happen. Look, this card, the Strength card, keeps coming up for this person. It came up with that beast and that woman, remember? That was like a Strength card. We did get the Strength card in the very beginning of the reading, and now we're getting it again. Your person was a caged beast. They really held themselves back. They really did not participate fully in any other situations, or what I mean is not situations, connections. So if you feel like they left you or you left them and they just went off and they found someone better, or they just suddenly, their hearts were healed and they were able to be a better version of themselves for someone else, it didn't happen. Didn't happen that way. They've had to go through all of this sorrow. They've really held themselves back in that cage. They've protected themselves behind that fence for a very long time now. And I feel that they may have had to be also torn to pieces and shreds in their own life before they could really see something about themselves and the way that they've been conducting themselves for quite some time. So they've had to go through it. They've had to go through something to build their character, to become a stronger person. Because I feel like your person was actually very weak before, and they have become stronger throughout these trials and tribulations of their life. Look, when the star comes up in the dark night of the soul tarot, demons in disguise to me tell me that they've had to encounter some darkness on their journey a spiritual journey in order to get to the light. So that to me sums it up here. They've had to face a lot of demons. They've had to face a lot of their own demons. A lot of the things that have been unpleasant have actually been the best thing for them. So I feel like your person has had to go through some sort of sorrows. They've had to go through maybe losing it all in order to finally see the light. It's almost like their life has had to be torn to shreds. They've had to been broken down completely before they could really, really just face their darkness and come to terms with their darkness and learn from this darkness in order to come to the light. And it doesn't mean that this person has zero darkness. I just feel like they are much more balanced now within their darkness. Their ego may no longer be steering the boat. It's like now they're able to see things from a whole new light. And when we are able to see things from a whole new light, we can start to see other people's perspectives and the error of our ways and how we may want to make amends for those things. So I feel like when it comes to you guys, they've had to really go through their own crap in order to get to where they're at now. But Spirit has always been with them. This has always been a spiritual journey is what I'm seeing too. Your person may be very spiritual now, whereas they were not before. Maybe they lost their way in the dark. But these demons it was just like demons in disguise, or angels in disguise, really. What they thought that they wanted, what they thought was going to make them happy, didn't. What they thought the answer to life was, and what was going to do it for them in the end, didn't. But they had to get to that point before they could realize. They had to, in some sort of way, go full circle with their own journey before they could come back to the light. Wow. So I feel like with these two major arcanas coming up here, your person has really gone through something quite significant on their journey. And it's definitely been difficult because they've really had to face their demons, really had to face it. Okay. I feel like this person has let a lot of people down. They have. They've let a lot of people down in their lives, including you. They may have gotten just so used to letting everyone down that they just had that kind of cloud. They had that belief that that's just who they were. I let everyone down. I'm only going to hurt you. I can't make you happy. So don't get too close to me. I am feeling that with this person. And this was just some brand. They were like branded. They branded themselves with this energy because they've let other people down so many times that they truly believe or believed in the past that they could only hurt people. People that got too close to them were going to get hurt. And so they may have even warned people too. Maybe they even warned you. They warned you of certain things. But being the light that you are, you may have wanted to love this person regardless, or show this person that you would be there for them regardless of how broken they were. But everybody lets me down. I feel like it was a part of their karmic lesson to be let down by other people, to see themselves. Sometimes we have to see the ugliness of ourselves and other people before we really get it. All the people who should be important in my life have abandoned me or abused me in one way or another. Your person also has become this way because of all of the people that have let them down in their lives. There's been something that has happened to them in the course of their lives that have caused them to put this chain, this wall up to barricade themselves from really letting anybody get too close to them. So this was a huge life lesson. I don't feel like this was about you per se, even though they've done something here that did affect you. But I feel like this goes way deeper, which is why we got that inner child card that came up about the soul contract. There's some karmic lessons and bonds and ties that your person has really had to go through and clear up before they could come full circle with their healing and awakening process here. So this everyone lets me down attitude has really kept them at arm's length from you and other people, of really allowing other people to let them in, to love them. They're too freaking jaded in this life. Or they either are or were or still battling this jaded energy. So this belief system that love sucks, there is no love, just I feel better in this energy here of being protected, being led by this darkness and this fear rather than the light. They've had to go through some very black, like dark and light energy, very like black and white energy here. And I mean that like as an extreme. So they're finding the balance, I feel now, with the experiences that they've had. I feel like they have let other people down so many times that they're starting to realize where this comes from. This comes from their makeup. It comes from their past. It comes from their experiences so far in life. And so they can either continue on this path and keep everyone at arm's distance and keep rejecting all of the love that's coming to them, Four of Cups, or they can break this cycle, break this chain that binds them, and start going towards new beginnings in their life. So that is what your person has had to karmically go through and or is clearing now, so that way they can be a better version of themselves. That's pretty heavy stuff here. So where are you at, the person watching this video? Where are you at this time, just on your healing journey, or maybe even in relation to this person? We're going to go into my Divine Feminine Healing Oracle. We're going to go into the Soul Activation Oracle deck by Rising Sun Oracle. We're also going to go into the Controversa Tarot and the Moody Moon Messages from Sister Moon Tarot. Okay. So where are you at this particular time? What energy are you holding and why? Wow, that's really beautiful. We have crown chakra, faith. So this is definitely that belief system. And on the bottom of the deck, I have believe, heart chakra. Just knowing something with all of your heart, all of your faith. You just know something. You understand something. You haven't given up on yourself. Worrying does nothing but disempower me. I choose to accept whatever outcome is for my highest good. That's faith right there. You may have been in this energy before. It may also creep up on you here and there because you're only human. But in the end, you know that whatever is meant for you is going to just be. So it's not going to do you any good to sit around and worry about it. You know that the universe is taking care of you. You know it. Head over heels. You are the only one I want. Wow. So what I'm seeing here, and we have actually seen a lot of this energy here in this reading today. There is a feeling that you have that your person still cares about you. There's a feeling that you have faith here. Maybe you've worried about it before that you're wrong. I feel like the person watching this video, you're starting to realize that whatever happened between you and them wasn't necessarily about you. It was about a lot of the damage that this person had. And also perhaps the fact that maybe you were not ready and that you had a lot of healing to do yourself. And so the timing Just wasn't right. So you're getting to a point where you're starting to realize that this connection wouldn't have worked anyways. And so you accept the separation or whatever has transpired here. This person is, of course, who you want, but you're starting to realize that your person also wants you too. It's just a matter of if a move will be made and or when that would be. 7 of Swords. This is interesting, you guys, because this came up in the very beginning of the reading. It was on the bottom of the deck. This is one of the reasons why there has been worry. There's been one of the reasons why there has been a lack of faith. This is one of the reasons why you have questioned whether or not you just made it all up in your head. This is not Spirit's way of telling you that it's not what it seems. It does say liar, masked, false pretenses, sneaky betrayal, getting away, cheating, strategic, and planning. Yes, something has happened in this connection. It absolutely has. This is why it's coming up again. But the thing is, you guys, sometimes we get to a point where we feel like, you know what, this happened because this person didn't want me. This happened because I wasn't pretty enough, because I didn't have enough, because I wasn't worth enough. Nonsense. People don't lie and cheat because there's something going on with you that has everything to do with them. So don't allow whatever happened with them to continue to disempower you and take you down. Maybe some of you were just protected from being with this person during a very chaotic time. We did see that this person had a lot of chaos in their life at that time, and they just weren't good enough for you anyways. So it may have taken your person to do these things to you, to lose you, for you to empower yourself, for you to come full circle with your own healing and now be the best version of yourself. This may have been exactly what you needed, the perfect recipe in order to become who you are today. You may not have become who you are today without this happening to you. So for some of you, what has happened here has really been a blessing in disguise. So this demon, this person that maybe you've seen as a demon, has actually been an angel in disguise. Someone that has helped you to get back to who you truly are. And now living the best version of yourself, or being the best version of yourself, living your best life. Now this person, and you may not want them anymore for some of you. I'm not sure why you'd be watching this reading if that wasn't the case, but I do hear that sometimes. But, to each their own. But now this person, that you are taking care of yourself, that you are empowered because they can feel it. Now they're head over heels for you. Now they want you. And you might be saying to yourself, it's a little too late. And that's okay, because again, to each their own. But this whole situation, this whole dynamic, this whole thing that has happened between the two of you may be exactly what you needed in order to get to who you are today, and exactly what this person needed to get to who they are today as well. So you guys are both now better versions of yourselves because of all that pain that you guys had to go through, all the bullshit you guys had to go through. So don't worry. Everything that has happened has been for the highest good of everyone involved. So continuing to have that faith that the universe is taking care of things. So whether you're meant to come back together or not, or whatever's going to happen here, this is about leaving it up to spirit, leaving it up to faith that you will be taken care of in the end. That everything is going to work out just perfectly for everyone involved. That is a very evolved, detached way of thinking and giving you that space, time, and energy to live and function in your best life in the meantime. Beautiful. You can't go wrong with that mindset. You can't go wrong. If you continue to worry and you continue to focus on this energy, I'm getting here, you're not going anywhere. You're going to remain stuck in a pool of shit. And you don't want that. You don't want that. So it's time to be head over heels in life. It's time to be head over heels about your life. So if you're not with anyone, not with this person, whatever the situation is, be happy anyways. Be in the vibration of the 10 of Cups, because that is where the magic is. Okay? All right. So now we're going to go into 5D energy that connects you and this person currently. We know that there's already that telepathic vibe between the two of you. We already know it's there. There was the existence of it from the very beginning of this reading. So let's take a look. Oh, I just dropped some cards. I'll pick them up in a minute. This is what we're going to be focusing on here. 5D energy. So we're going to be using from Queen of Light 1111, the Divine Connections Oracle, from All Things Intuitive, Messages of Love cards, and from Angelic Revelation 144, the Emperor and Empress Divine Love Oracle. So let's see what these energies look like for 5D between you and your person. So this is going to be dream energy, telepathic energy, that 5D, maybe meditative, like meditation energy. See what this looks like. I want you to believe in me, my love. It breaks my heart when you doubt me. What must I do to show you that I am yours? I will do whatever it takes to prove my love to you. I long to hold you in my arms and comfort you every night. So this is the energy that you might be tapping into when you feel your person's vibration. Their vibration may not be, like, you may intuitively know that the reason they're not coming forward is because they're fearful. But in your 5D energy, where your hearts are connecting, where there's just zero limits, this is the energy that they are radiating towards you. I want you to believe in me. It breaks my heart that you doubt me. Yes, I understand why you doubt me, but I need you to know that I am yours. And I'll do whatever it takes to prove my love to you. This person, this is their energy in 5D. They want to make amends. They want to have the strength and courage to face you. And it pains them that maybe you don't believe that they can do this. So there could be a message there for you. If you are thinking, watching these videos every single week, but you are still in that energy of just hating on your person and saying negative things about them, whether it's in your mind or to other people, they're a pile of shit. They're never going to change. I don't get it. I'm not understanding that. You're going against what it is that you're trying to manifest by saying those things or thinking those things. And yes, you're only human. Things are going to creep up. But when they creep up, try to do something to channel that energy in a different way. Try not to be in that blame state or feeling like your person is a pile that's never going to change. You're just affirming that to yourself. So a lot of this could be your twin flames or your soulmates, or however you see this person, your masculine's higher self telling you, it hurts me when you doubt me. We have awakening. So how many times can the word awakening and even unawakened come up in this reading? A lot. So this is telling me here, it says both people in this connection are undergoing spiritual transformations. We already know this. We already saw it in the very beginning of the reading. You've awakened. Your person has awakened. There is, of course, still some spiritual transformations that are taking place, which is why the unawakened energy came up for the contract. But that's just certain aspects of yourselves that are still somewhat unawakened. We're always constantly learning and growing on our journey. We never truly have it mastered. If we did, we're probably not coming back here to planet Earth. I'll tell you that. So if you're here, you haven't mastered it yet. You haven't mastered it yet. Angel Raphael, love it. Healing. Look at this. Beautiful. So Archangel Raphael is actually with the two of you in the 5D, helping you. Archangel Raphael is an angel of miracles, also an angel of healing any kind of broken energy, negative energy, heart chakra, unforgiveness, just all of it. This is a very powerful archangel to come through for 5D energy, helping you to heal while you sleep, meditate, dream, whatever. This archangel is with you and your person, helping the two of you to transform and to heal and to love yourselves so that way you can unconditionally love your person. This helps to set you both free. Beautiful. My God. All right. So now we're going to go into, and this is where I got to pick up the deck I dropped. Hold on for a second. Okay, so this one was my modern, or connections for the modern world. So this is how is spirit guiding this connection currently? Twin flame angel numbers. So these are both my decks here. Another one of my decks, signs from Spirit Love Oracle. And this one right here is called the Divine Timing deck by Goddess Oracles. I believe that is the name, yeah. All right, how is spirit assisting this connection currently? Guiding this connection currently? We already see the Archangel Raphael is here. Well, I love this. Hidden knowledge. So spirit is helping to assist us, you guys, by really going deeply within. It's not going to be something that, this knowledge, this wisdom is not going to be something that you're just going to obtain. You're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to go deeply within in order to obtain it. We have feminine side. It's going to require you to go within. That's it. It's going to require for you to go within your feminine side. So this masculine, I feel, because there is a masculine on this card here, to go within his feminine side in order to obtain this knowledge or this healing that needs to occur. Beautiful. "1515, pay attention to the signs and information that comes to you in books, songs, and names." Wow. So the number 15, or even 1515, 5s, 11s, 1155, or even the number 6 can be special numbers to pay attention to, but also books that you see, like book titles over and over again. That could be spirit's way of getting your attention to tell you you really need to read that book. Maybe certain songs, look up the lyrics. Maybe you're seeing your person's name or names of things that connect the two of you. These are all signs and information from spirit helping to guide the way. Maybe in order for you to go within yourself to understand something. We have opposites attract. It's beautiful. So the energy that has been opposite for so long, now the two of you are in that same vibration. So you are able to now come into alignment. So spirit is trying to help the two of you to come into alignment, not only within yourselves, but that also helps you to come into alignment with this person. So that is how spirit is guiding you guys at this time. That's really beautiful. All right, so now we're going to go into advice. Okay, so this is advice from spirit. I don't remember the name of this deck, you guys, but I will find it and put it down below. But I'll put like the deck with the X. I just, unfortunately, this deck creator doesn't put the names of her her decks on the cards, so I don't know what this one's called. I think it has something to do with like spiritual purposes or something like that. And this one right here is from Angelic Revelation 144. It's called Instincts. Another one from her, Flames of Healing. And then from Sister Moon Tarot, we're going to use the Pearls of Wisdom. So let's get into it. What is some advice that Spirit has for us today? Teacher. Love this. Your words have the power to heal, making you a source of light for the wounded that come to you for your guidance and wisdom to give them strength and direction. So you, the viewer, can be a spiritual teacher. I'm also getting that you were the perfect teacher for your person to learn a specific lesson within themselves and vice versa. I'm getting that too. Okay, that's the one that wants to come out. Over-explaining. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. Stop explaining yourself. This was a really difficult one for me to learn over the years. I always felt like I had to over-explain myself. Make sure that people knew where I was coming from. Make sure that people didn't take things the wrong way. Well, guess what? They did anyways, because you can't control what people are going to feel and how they're going to process information. So you might as well just save yourself the trouble and stop. So this may have been taught to you. This may have been something that you've learned. This may be something that you're able to teach other people. So I consider myself, because I have gone through this crap, and it doesn't mean I don't fall victim to wanting to do this sometimes, because I still do catch myself needing to explain something just so everyone knows. Fuck it. That's where I'm at in life. You don't have to do it, because it's not really going to change what other people are thinking anyways. People are going to think what they're going to think. What you think about me is none of my business. Great book. So some of you guys, you might be learning this lesson or helping to teach this to other people, spreading your wisdom for others to heal. Love that. If they love you, rip off their clothes and love. What? I was not expecting that kind of a card in this deck. So, Angelic Revelation 144's cards are, some of them are very interesting, and this is definitely one of them. If they love you, rip off their clothes and love them harder. I'm sorry, if they love you. Yeah, rip off their clothes and love them harder. So, I am a little taken back by that card, because, so this is about advice from Spirit. So is Spirit advising you to rip off someone's clothes and love them harder? Well, it could mean that, sure. But I'm just going to try to keep it a little clean here. I feel like what this could be saying, sorry, this is just so funny. I feel like what this could be saying is that if they love you, it's about you also letting this person know that you love them. Do you see what I'm saying? So if someone is making effort towards you, this is not about playing hard to get. It's not about continuing to either play games that you don't care. This is about learning that actions speak louder than words, pretty much. So it kind of ties into this for me. Sometimes Spirit's kind of funny the way that they bring certain cards together, because there is a message here. There may be some kind of game, and this is only going to be for some of you. There could be some sort of a game that you've played back and forth with this person before, where you feel the need to really have this conversation or get it all out and talk about things until you're blue in the face, and just basically everything has to be just before you do anything. I'm going to tell you guys right now, there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't want to make you guys feel like there's anything wrong with that. But sometimes you just get to a point with people or situations where you have to be able to take that leap of faith. You're either going to let this person in or you're not. To continue to go back and forth like this tennis match. Well, you did this and then you did that, and I'm not going to let you in, and I'm not going to do that. You can be in that match for the rest of your lives. And you can be in that situation until, like I said, you're blue in the face. But it's not going to change anything. You're not going to be making any headway. I said this in a personal reading, I think just yesterday. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'm not trying to tell people to just say, screw it. Screw all the boundaries and standards. Let's just go for it. I'm just going to let you back in with no explanation. But there is some kind of a message here that has something to do with, if you want this person, stop being such a hard ass. If you want this person, things aren't going to be perfect. They may not say every single thing right when they return. Or you may not have all of your I's dotted and your T's crossed. Sometimes you just have to you move forward. Move forward. It doesn't have to be about showing this person every single thing that they've done wrong. Quite frankly, some people just aren't into it. And it doesn't mean that people aren't truly sorry. And it doesn't mean that people don't really care. But when things are just that heavy and someone just feels like they're going to have to pay the price forever, and that they're really just going to have to do everything perfect to get in your good graces again, that's exhausting. So there is some kind of a message here to let go a little bit. People aren't perfect. This person isn't perfect, and neither are you. Sometimes you just have to let bygones be bygones and realize that people make mistakes. You can't continue to hold something over someone's head forever, or you're going to sabotage it. I don't know why, but this message had to come through with this card. I don't get it, you guys. I was really taken off. But I'm telling you, there are so many I'm just going to take this opportunity to say this. There are so many cool cards out there right now. So many deck creators out there making so many amazing cards. And I just love all the different varieties that I have, because you just never know what's going to come through when you use these cards. It's just pretty amazing. And I just love challenging myself with using a bunch of cards like this to really get these hidden messages that are in there. Remember, guys, that pearl, that hidden knowledge, here it is. We've extracted the message in a very interesting way. So there you have it. All right, this is the last card for this one. Express yourself fully to your divine partner. So you guys, I'm telling you right now, there is something about what I just said. You guys do want to express yourselves fully. Absolutely. And again, there's nothing wrong with you doing this. But if you do not have the opportunity to do that, you can't keep beating a dead horse. At some point, you're going to have to let go. At some point, you're just going to have to take a leap of faith. I know people on this journey that have made things very difficult for themselves because they were too in their hard ass energy. And now there's certain things that maybe they don't have, or that they wish that they would have done differently, some regrets perhaps, because now perhaps the other person is exhausted and just feels tapped out. And again, we can look at that and say, well, you know what? Then this person isn't meant for me if they're not willing to put in the work. But I want to say this to you guys, because there is this message here. People are only human. And I don't want to continue to talk about something for a year before I actually get to being happy with it. That's just not enjoyable. At some point, we've got to take our need to teach someone the lesson or to make sure that they're perfect before we jump in with them. That's fear, that's ego, that's the need to just have everything perfect before we do anything. Life doesn't work that way. So express yourself as much as you can and then let it go. Then let it go. They're either going to get it or they're not going to get it. You can't explain to your person or anyone else in this life until they get it. They're either going to get it or they're not going to get it. At least you'll know that you said your piece, and if they choose not to absorb those lessons, or if they choose not to understand it or even change, at least you've done what you can. But you can't cram information down people's throats. You can't make someone get it. You can't make someone understand something if they're not ready to. But do you want to be with this person? It's not about lowering your standards either. But do you want to be with this person? Or do you need to be right before you can be with them? The choice is yours. Do you want to be happy or do you want to be fucking right? And again, I'm not saying anybody lower their standards just to be with this person, but I deal with a lot of people on this journey. So I'm speaking from what I hear all the time. Some people are just simply too invested in trying to do it perfectly and 100% right and putting up their guard and saying, nope, I'm not letting you in until you da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But then they're unhappy and they're sad and the years go by and they're still alone. At some point, we have to just we have to just be willing to live the human experience. And yes, you guys, living the human experience entails trusting, taking a leap of faith, making some mistakes, experiencing joy, happiness, and sorrow. But that's called being a human being. So I don't know why through this card that message came through, but there it is. So take it or leave it, up to you. So we're going to go ahead and end this reading now with a parting message from your person. So the person that you've been watching this video for, this is their parting message for you. So this is my Twin Flame Journey Shadows deck. Excuses. Seven of Cups. Oh, sorry, this one was the Honest Truth Tarot, and this is a combination of my Twin Flame Journey messages 1 and 2. So I'm going to get one from both. Trying to take responsibility for my actions right now. Please know this. Something is still missing for me and I'm trying to figure out what that is. Okay, so what I'm getting here with that Seven of Cups energy, your person is very confused. They don't know what to think. They're very locked up right now. And I'm getting it's not an excuse. Even though it does say excuses here, it's not an excuse. They really are confused. I also have two explanations as to I'm still trying to figure something out. Something's missing for me. I'm confused. I'm trying to put the puzzle pieces together. I'm also trying to take responsibility right now for my actions. So please know this. So if your person hasn't come to you to deliver to you that apology, they haven't explained themselves to you, they haven't returned, it's not an excuse. it is because they are still trying to put the puzzle pieces together and take responsibility for who they are right now and who they've been with you and other people in the past. So it's not about continuing to excuse this person for not showing up or not making amends, because again, they're either going to do it or they're not. And it's up to you on whether or not you're going to wait for that, or you're just going to continue on with your life, which you should anyways. No one should wait around for anybody. You still have a life to live. You still have things to do in this life. You still have to show up for yourself and for other people. And if you're a spiritual teacher and you're here to raise the vibration of the planet, you cannot do that when you are waiting around for this person and putting all of your eggs into this person's basket. So it is time for you to raise your vibration and maybe stop making excuses for yourself that I'll be happy when this happens. Be happy now. Remember, 10 of Cups is a state of mind. It doesn't depend on this person coming back to you in order for that to happen. But just know that your person right now is very confused and they're trying to make some decisions still. And that's just where they're at. All right, you guys, I really hope that this reading was helpful to you. If it didn't resonate with you or you didn't like it or it rubbed you the wrong way, no worries, don't take it. All right, see you guys later. Bye.